are you? Good. Good morning, everybody. How are you? Good, good. They might not be able to get the boat. If you want to just stand back a couple of steps. Yeah. Hello, how are you? Don't go in there. Don't go in there. How are you? Good.
See you, buddy.
Okay, good morning, Queensland, and welcome to the Brisbane International Cruise Ship Terminal. So today we're very pleased to announce that cruising is back. I know how much people love cruising right across Queensland, and it's wonderful to be joined today with Marguerite, the Deputy Premier, and Neil from the port, and of course hundreds of people who are now experiencing what Brisbane and Queensland have to offer. Of course, the Lord Mayor's here as well. So we've got people today doing day trips around Australia Zoo, out to the wineries, up at Tambourine Mountain as well. It is absolutely sensational that cruising is back. This is a billion-dollar industry. People today love cruising, and we're going to see the growth and the expansion of this industry once more in Queensland. And of course, it supports the hundreds, if not thousands, of jobs. It's not just the people who work on board, it's everything that goes in between as well, including the food supply chain, and of course, being so close to our international and domestic airport, it makes it very, very easy for people to actually come here and enjoy everything that cruising has to offer. And of course, exploring our great state. It doesn't get better than that. So once again, we've turned on a beautiful Queensland day, beautiful sunshine, and I'm very pleased that our government was able to help facilitate this international cruise ship terminal, of course, by a market-led proposal where the port came to us with this idea, and we're able to help facilitation through the land. So I'll hand over to the Deputy Premier to say a few words, and everyone else will have a few words, and then we'll be able to take a few questions at the end. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Premier. This is a great day for the state that we love, a dedicated cruise terminal, the only one of its kind in the country. Every time a cruise ship docks here, it will mean jobs for Queenslanders, jobs in our tourism and hospitality industry. It's great news for Queenslanders who love to cruise. And of course, it's fantastic news for people right around the country who want to come here and explore what Queensland has to offer.
Thank you, Marguerite.
Thank you. Well, thank you, Premier, Deputy Premier, Lord Mayor, Neil, for welcoming us here today. It really is a historic moment. After more than 2 years, we have cruising back in Queensland with our beautiful Pacific Explorer coming in and bringing over 1,500 guests into the Queensland economy today to go and experience, as the Premier said, the best of what Brisbane has to offer. And really signal the return of that billion-dollar industry with the thousands of jobs that it comes with. So we are very excited to be back. All right, Lord Mayor, Neil?
Yeah.
Come on, Neil.
Thank you, Marguerite. All I would say is it's just so good to see a beautiful white cruise ship next to our international cruise terminal, and to really say cruising is back in Queensland. Thank you. Lord Mayor.
Well, today is a day that started its origins in 2015. Back then was when the proposal was first put forward for an international cruise ship terminal in Brisbane. 2015, interestingly, was also the year that we first started thinking about and looking at the opportunities to host the 2032 Olympics. And to have 2 out of 2 of those things come to life is really exciting. And so this terminal will be a new gateway for people coming into Queensland, coming into Brisbane, but it will also set us up for that amazing opportunity that is the Olympic and Paralympic Games. 10 years sounds like a long time away. It'll come quickly. And what we'll see is already this year, we're expecting 150 ships in a 12-month period docking here at this terminal. And think about the thousands of people that will come off of those 150 ships. On average, they've done the math, each person spends about $387 on average in Brisbane when they get off a ship. So that then flows right out into the local economy, creates jobs, supports local business, and that is an exciting day today for our city. Happy to take any questions, or Premier, questions for the Premier? So, yep.
Anything more about the cruise ships? No? All right.
Premier, the police have admitted that they can no longer trust these crucial results from rape cases that are coming out of the state-run forensics lab. Will you hold a public inquiry to review these cases?
First of all, we do have a independent forensic review happening. The Health Minister has tabled those terms of reference from memory in the Parliament. We need to get those results first, but let me say, nothing is off the table, okay?
Premier, why are Queensland still suffering a third-rate criminal justice system when you've got a DNA lab with problems mounting week after week, and all you're doing is announcing a review, a desktop review that won't look at specific examples? You haven't even announced the reviewer 7 months after these problems were first raised.
That's exactly not correct. The Health Minister is taking these issues very seriously. She has, of course, raised them with her Cabinet colleagues. The terms of reference are out there, and like I said, nothing is off the table. So there are experts that are being commissioned to look at that, and that is step one. But that's not to say that there's not going to be a further inquiry after that. So,
in the meantime, you have these cases, rape cases, cases involving murder victims. The DNA samples are going to the lab, and the lab can't find, it can't detect DNA. And now the police have affirmed that in their own review. They've effectively thrown the lab under the bus. So do you still support the lab? Do you say the lab should just continue testing?
I want to get the results of that review first. And like I said, if that review recommends a further inquiry, of course we will do that.
So how long does that take? You have not announced.
You'll have to ask the Health Minister. I don't have those details on me.
You're the Premier. Should you have the details?
Okay.
Premier, hundreds of women are going through the trauma of going to have a forensic medical examination. Some of them are sitting in emergency departments waiting 12 hours in the clothes they were raped in. They're putting the trust into the lab that they're going to be testing these results, and they're not. Why aren't we having...
There's a comprehensive terms of reference have been released. I don't have them on me today. The Health Minister is taking this issue incredibly seriously, and like I said, nothing is off the table.
How can you have confidence now?
No, that's not all.
Yeah.
2 years for what? For this. And you're here to talk about something else. That's a terrible thing, but we're victims too, mate. We are innocent victims.
All right, any other questions? I'm happy to get the Health Minister to talk to you directly, Headley, okay?
Premier,
Yep.
the Health Minister has not answered a single question directly. We've put in multiple questions.
Yep.
It's only been stonewalled.
Okay.
And the review still hasn't actually done anything, hasn't been set up to do anything. Meanwhile, the police have said yesterday in writing they can't trust the lab anymore.
Okay, well, I will get the Health Minister to talk to you directly today, okay?
Premier, can I
Yes,
ask
Shannon.
you about health?
Yes.
In regards to the opposition's point out that they obviously had more ramping victims down on the Gold Coast, so saying nothing's been done to stop ramping.
Well, I think we need to check what the opposition puts out, because we saw the other day they were putting out misleading information about what was happening in Townsville. And look, that's not on. We want clear, factual information when it comes to those particular instances at the different hospitals. Let me say this. As I've said, the pressures on the health system are being felt right across the country, okay? It is not unique. It is happening in Western Australia, South Australia, Victoria, New South Wales. It is the number one agenda we want to discuss with the new Prime Minister when we meet at the next National Cabinet meeting, and I'm looking forward to that.
Will you still be going for 50-50 funding? We know that Albanese is into during the election.
Yeah, of course we want to put health funding on the table, absolutely.
And you've mentioned that you want to do something in your next budget. What will you be doing when it comes to health?
There will be a record health budget. We understand the pressures that we've got a growing state as well, so this budget will absolutely be focused on health.
Should the government be doing something now, though, instead of waiting for the budget?
Sorry?
Should the government be doing something now, though, instead of waiting?
We have already announced $260 million. Our Care for Queensland strategy has been put in place. We've made influenza vaccine, the flu vaccine, free for Queenslanders. We already have a 14.7% uptake on that vaccine. It is incredibly, incredibly important that people go and get their flu vaccine. There's a lot of pressures on our hospital system. We've got people off with COVID. We've got people off with the flu as well, and these pressures are being felt nationwide. Look, can I just go back to Hedley and Lydia's questions earlier? Look, this is serious, okay? Do not for one moment think that I do not think these issues are serious. The Health Minister is taking action. The Health Minister is absolutely committed to seeing what is going on and fixing this.
Why is she doing that in secrecy? Why is it
No, it's not in secret. It's not in secret. It's not in secret. So, look,
and the review has
okay, and I've said, thank you, and I've said that she will speak to you today. Now, are there any other questions? Yes.
Lawyers, scientists, victims saying that they need a public inquiry into what is it going to take before we see an action?
I said that the Health Minister will speak with Hedley today. Okay? Any other questions?
Cold weather and gas shortage, are you
Sorry?
cold weather and gas shortage, are you confident in the state's gas?
Yes, we are looking at all of these issues. These are very complex issues. Of course, it's being felt because of the impact of Ukraine, but also too we acknowledge that it's having an impact on electricity prices as well, which is why we've actually helped with the easing of cost of living with $175 to all households this year. Okay? Yep. We have a progressive, we work with the council when it comes to areas of hotspots with level crossings. There was, I think it was Cooper's Plains crossing was recently announced from memory during the federal election, and we look at those, we work with the council, and we progressively remove them.
It's not just the Australian that has these questions about the lab, it's Nine, it's the ABC, will the Health Minister come out and talk to us
Well, you can. Well, if not today, she'll be out tomorrow. But I've made a commitment she can talk to Hedley today. Okay.
Have you been significantly briefed yourself on these issues, Premier, or are you taking the Health Minister's word? I mean, who's in charge? Is it you?
Oh, look, honestly, I find this a bit disconcerting. Seriously. No, I have said to you, we are taking these matters extremely seriously. I can't. No, we're not. That is not. Honestly, there is a comprehensive terms of reference that has been, from my recollection, tabled in the Queensland Parliament. Okay, the Health Minister has addressed these issues on numerous occasions when she's been standing up. Look, I know people. Can we just get the information first? I think we need to get the information from the experts. Okay? All right? And nothing is off the table. I've said that. Nothing is off the table. Okay? Thank you. Thanks, everyone.